Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about Collenchyma and Sclerenchyma in this video. Now coming to Collenchyma is coming under simple permanent tissue. Okay, so it is made up of homogeneous type of cells. Now this Collenchyma can also be called as living mechanical tissue. This can be called as living mechanical tissue. The reason is it has life. It has a defined nucleus, vacuole is present, cytoplasm is present. So it is living. Okay, it's called mechanical because it gives tensile strength to the delicate part of the plant. Okay, it is all because of its differential cell wall. So we call Collenchyma as a living mechanical tissue. Okay, now going to the general characters of Collenchyma cells. Okay, they are spherical, oval or polygonal in shape. Next, the cell wall is thickened, but the thickening is irregular. It is because of irregular deposition of hemicellulose and pectin. Like any other plant cell, their cell wall is made up of cellulose. Okay, see, they are made up of cellulose, okay, which is a primary cell wall. To the primary cell wall, hemicellulose and pectin will get deposited, but not continuously throughout. Okay, it could be in the angles here, or it could be along two sides, or it could be between two cells. So accordingly only we classify the Collenchyma cells. So again, cell wall of Collenchyma shows irregular thickening and it is made up of cellulose, hemicellulose and pectin. Okay, next. Intercellular spaces are absent. Okay, that is one of the important feature of it. Next. They contain chloroplast, so they show photosynthesis also. Okay, now where and all they are located? The location of Collenchyma will be in the stalk of the leaf. We call stalk of the leaf as petiole. So they will be present in the petiole, in the young aerial part. Young aerial part, something like a small branch, a young branch, or a herbaceous stem. Okay, so these are the places they could be present. They are also present in the pedicel. Pedicels are the stalk of the flower or could be a fruit stalk. So these are the places where they will be present. And in anatomy, where are they located? They are present beneath the epidermis of leaf and stem. Okay, suppose if this is the epidermis, below epidermis, this part, right? We call this as hypodermis. So this is the place where Collenchyma will be present. So this is regarding their location. So again I repeat, they are present in the hypodermal part of leaf and stem. So their location is in the petiole of the leaf, the young aerial parts of the stem, pedicel, fruit stalk or young branches. Okay. Yes. Now coming to classification of Collenchyma. Collenchyma is classified into three types based on the place where the deposition of pectin occurs. Okay, so we classify them into angular, lacunar and lamellar. So what are angular? Angular is the one where there are Collenchyma cells, the angles of it, right? So these angles of it will have the pectin deposition. As you can see here, angular ones. Angles will be having pectin. Okay, next lacunar. Lacunar is a condition where there are Collenchyma cells. Now, in between the cells, intercellular spaces will be having the pectin. As you can see, the blue ones, these are pectin. Next, lamellar. Lamellar is a condition where these cells will be arranged in a regular fashion. So, I'm just representing two rows. Okay, now here will be pectin and here again. Okay, so along one side uniformly they will be having the pectin deposition. The sides of them, these sides will not have. So this sides will permit the free movement between two cells. Okay, so since the pectin deposition is irregular, that is why they are living. Okay, so we call them as living mechanical because of irregular distribution of pectin. This is how we classify Collenchyma cells. Now coming to what is the function of Collenchyma cells. They help in photosynthesis, Yes, they help in storage. They also are mechanical in function. They give a semi-rigidity to any cells where they are present. Yes, so they are mechanical support. They help in storage. They do photosynthesis. That's the function of Collenchyma. Okay. Now quickly let's get into Sclerenchyma. This is another example for simple permanent tissue. So this is also made up of homogeneous type of cells. Sclerenchyma. Now coming to the description. Sclerenchyma is a dead mechanical tissue. Okay, it is considered to be a dead mechanical tissue. Dead mechanical tissue. Okay, so this is also an example for simple permanent tissue. Okay, now how is this different from Collenchyma is they have uniform thickening of lignin throughout the cell. Okay, so this is a cell of Sclerenchyma. Okay, the thickening is uniform throughout. Okay, so what is the thickening made up of? It's made up of lignin. Okay, and lignin is impermeable to water. So any cell having this lignin deposition will completely gets cut off from communication with its neighbor. So this cell will be a dead cell. Okay, and what is its prime function? Its prime function is to give the mechanical support. Okay, now the general characters, we'll see it. So these are narrow, tapering at both the ends. Okay, so the cells gets elongated, they become narrow, tapering at both ends. I'll show you a pic as well. So this is how they look like, tapering at both ends. Okay, and they have thickening of lignin within. Cells are dead at maturity and do not contain cytoplasm or nucleus. It's because they don't communicate with the neighboring cells and the cell wall are completely lignified. Okay, now coming to the types. There are two types of Sclerenchyma cells. One is fiber, another one is sclerets. So we call them as Sclerenchyma fibers and sclerets. Okay, now fiber, as the name says, they are elongated and tapering at both the ends. Sclerets, it is also called stone cells because they are very hard. This is located at the toughest or the hardest part of the plants. And they are spherical, oval, in fact isodiametric in shape. They are highly thickened. That is why they are associated with the hard part of the plants. Okay, now this is a picture of the Sclerenchyma. Okay, so these are the Sclerenchyma fibers. Okay, you can observe throughout they are thickened, and these are the transverse section of it. Okay, and these will be the stone cells or the sclerets. Now, where do you find these Sclerenchyma fibers? Generally, we associate that they are present along with the complex permanent tissues also. Okay, along with xylem and phloem, they will be present. Okay, and the Sclerenchyma fibers present with xylem are called xylary fibers, and those with phloem are called bast fibers. Okay, you can also observe these Sclerenchyma fibers associated with fruits. Most of the fruits will have fibers. Okay, and some of the covering of the fruits and the stem part will be having these Sclerenchyma fibers. Okay, now where do we find the sclerets? Sclerets, as we say, it is the hardest part, right? So this will be present associated with stony fruits like the outer shell of coconut, okay, nuts, and some of the gritty part of pear, guava. They will be having more of sclerets. So what is the function? They give mechanical support. Sclerets provide protection to the seeds because seeds will be covered by a pulpy fruit, right? So this fruit is very delicate to support that pulpy parenchyma cells. Sclerenchyma would be present. Okay, and what is the use? Economically, it is of more use. We obtain hemp, flax, jute from fibers, and they are also associated with xylem and phloem. Yes. It's all about Sclerenchyma.